Mac. Get up what it is, what it is.
Oh, there's a calling that I can't ignore.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Second. 3-8 to the set.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterby. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Get set. 3-8 to the set. Panther.
Here's Dart. Steps away to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. Now you look at this Saints defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And our Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's Scatterby. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. Being chased out left. Just keeping the play alive. That's to Cam Scatterby out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 27.
On the draw, it's Scatteroo. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Giants, first down.
They go play action with Dart. Johnson's got it complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Cam Scatteroo, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing, Shuck. Down the field, he's got Tyson. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Olave over the middle. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. He completes it to Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Shuck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 48-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Arvell Reese. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Giants first down.
And once again, it's Scatteroo. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Dart going to give to Scatteroo. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. An inside run with Scatteroo. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Giants first down.
Scatteroo fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Giants! Theo Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Running left, Achane. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw now, Shuck. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw is Shuck. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Saints turn to Ryan Wright to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Dart. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Dart. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Achane is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. To the air, Dart. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown! A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Arvell Reese. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Shoves him away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll go. H.N. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Marvell Reese on the coverage.
From the gun, Shuck. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.N. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Scatteroo. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll give it to Scatteroo. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Taken down by Pete Werner. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw, Dart. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Georgia.
They'll go. Here's Dart. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A give, it's Scatteroo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Another Giants 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatteroo. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing his Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatteroo. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Second.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
The score, Giants 35, Saints 28.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
But it's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now Shuck on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, New Orleans.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. To the air again is Shuck. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. He'll dump this off to Achane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
2 yards on the play. And the Saints first down.
Off the play fake, Shuck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Abdul Carter. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
15 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing, Shuck. Under pressure, they got him again. Walter Nolan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Yet it brings up 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Shuck to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 1st down, right back to Scatterbury. Pushing through the contact. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On the handoff, this is Scatterbury. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Partner so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Looking to throw, Dart. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jackson Dart scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Saints 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This is first and 10.
26-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Shuck now to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Here's Shuck. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Colton Hood. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Giants 49, Saints 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On play action, Shuck. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. To throw now, Shuck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Colton Hood. And the Giants force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterbo. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.